Hello, RoahmMythril here once again. Just a talky bit video here with an optional wallow text. I wrote a fairly lengthy post over on my Tumblr detailing all the goings on at home right now, why things have been kinda slow, that sort of thing. Short version, my family's been having to deal with a lot of legal stuff this week, meeting with lawyers to get advice and figure out all the heirship and inheritance stuff from my step-uncle's passing, just to make sure we do everything right. Basically, like I've said, it's the aftermath that never ends, so it's been kind of a long and stressful week. I've been feeling pretty out of it, and I don't really want to take out my frustrations and stress on the stage designers in the contest, so just trying to make sure I'm really in the right frame of mind to work on recording more. If you want to read the full details, I'll have a link to the Tumblr post in the video description, but yeah, suffice it to say, durgon is a ball of stress at the moment. What I more want to cover here, though, I'm actually asking advice on a couple of things to start getting together more recording options again. First off, anyone out there that has a lot of working knowledge of the EPSXe emulator? That's the one I used back on CyberDragon on my first year recording for the Mega Man 8 Perfect runs and the first Silent Hill project. I put the emulator over here on Groose, but for some reason it won't read my CD drive. Anyone know where I'd need to go and what I'd need to do to get that working? Doing so would at least give me the option of playing PS1 games I have on hand as projects, especially now that I do have a controller for my PC. I picked up a wired 360 controller so that I might be able to play Cuphead on the channel at some point. So having that should help out a good bit for PS1 emulated projects as well, just as an extra thing I could work with as a temporary solution while trying to get a new capture device going. That, meanwhile, is the other thing I wanted to ask about. Anyone out there have any good suggestions for a capture device? Basically, what I would really like would be a device that would let me play and record directly on the PC, like the GameBridge did. With that, I could just open a window on the PC itself, no real notable game lag, and record it that way. I'd like to have something that worked like that. The Roxio Game Capture HD Pro that I have, unfortunately, does not work that way. I can get it to show up on OBS, but it has about a second or two of input lag that is really noticeable. Essentially, you're meant to hook it up to the console, PC, and an extra TV, where you're supposed to play the game on the actual TV, but somehow you record the footage on the computer at the same time, which then I'm not exactly sure how it also record and sync up commentary. It starts becoming a logistical nightmare at that point. I'm not even sure where I'd put an extra TV over here for recording purposes. I simply don't have the space for it. So ultimately, I'd like to have some option to where I could just play and record directly on the PC by having a console hooked into the device in question. The other major factor would just be knowing what kind of inputs are available. I wouldn't be adverse to having two capture devices if need be, but I'd need something that could take composite inputs for systems like the GameCube or PS2, and something that could take HDMI input since that's the only option the Switch has. So if anyone has any suggestions or things I could look into, please feel free to suggest away. Anyway, that's about all I wanted to cover here. Hopefully things calm down soon and I can get back to work on MagMammal 2. As ever, my thanks for your continued support and understanding, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.